guys, it's the Retro Nerd bringing you another episode of Retro Night, and tonight we are playing some Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 for the PlayStation. Anyways, so this is part of the great Tony Hawk series before he went downhill with the likes of Tony Hawk Ride and Tony Hawk Ride, pretty much. Once he came out with his own fucking skateboard controller, it was downhill for the Hawkman. But this is the great day when, skateboarding was really hitting the mainstream. It was popular with all the kids because you had the different skateboarders and the different styles of them. Now it's just pretty bland, the most you have is Rob Dyrdek. That's about it. You don't have the likes of Tony Hawk skateboarding anymore, or Rodney Mullen, or Chad Muska, Steve Cabrera, or who else we got? Trying to think of some other ones. Lisa Streamer. You don't have the likes of those guys skateboarding. Well, guys and gals skateboarding anymore. The most you have is, I think, Bam Margera still skateboards, and fucking Rob Dyrdek. Yeah, Rob Dyrdek's probably a better skateboarder than Bam Margera is, but it's just the fact that you just don't have like the likes of those good skateboarding characters like Rodney Mullen and Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk has always been the vertical style, which is the half pipes and all that stuff. Why Rodney Mullen has always done the crazy street tricks, so he could pretty much just jump onto a park bench and like do some insane flip off of it and shit like that. So nowadays you just have pretty much like, it's mainly just dominated by vert. There's hardly any street skaters anymore, and it sucks because Rodney Mullen was the best of them, and he hardly skateboards anymore. So I mean, he's pretty old. He's way up there. He was in his teens when like Tony Hawk started, when Tony Hawk was, I think, like 9 or 10, somewhere around that was when Tony started. But Rodney Mullen was in his teens. But anyways, so this is part of the great Tony Hawk series. The games were always good. The first one was awesome. Second one was awesome. Third one was awesome. The fourth one kind of just went eh. Like, you were just like, really? Is this one playing? You're like, okay, I guess I'll play this one. But fourth one was good. And then they sort of had a resurgence with the Underground series, which was good too. I mean, it followed it had its like own little like story mode and stuff like that, which was cool. But it followed more around the Jackass guys. So when you played it, you got more Bam Margera, Phil, his dad, and stuff like that. But still had Tony Hawk, and it's still skateboarding at the core of the whole game. But it's still good game. They're still good series. It's just don't play Ride and try to get that fake ass skateboard controller. It's just a bunch of BS. I mean, I remember my brother got it for the Wii for Christmas or his birthday or something like that, and we spent hours trying to calibrate that fucking thing. It was just not worth it. But I recommend you and your buddies picking up a copy of either Tony Hawk 1, 2, or 3, or even Underground, or Underground 2, and playing some drunk Tony Hawk, and just sit there and pretty much just play score attack, where you just go back and forth to see who has the bigger score. I remember always playing this and just sitting there after the timer ran out and just like doing kick flips into manuals, kick flips into manuals, kick flips into manuals, and just fucking constantly doing that shit and just like pissing off everybody. But it's fun. It's a fun game. And great killer soundtrack. You got the lights of Motorhead on here, and Alien Ant Farm and stuff like that. You can't go wrong with the soundtrack for this game. It was probably one of the best soundtracks that you could have for a sports game. But anyways, I digress, and I would say pick it up. Who doesn't want to play some Tony Hawk? Oh, or you can pick up the HD version of Tony Hawk. I believe it's supposed to be all the Tony Hawks series, but it's the HD version that they have on the Xbox 360. It might be on the PS3, I'm not sure. I don't play that much PS3, so I only listen to the Xbox news really. But you can pick it up and you can play with your avatars for the Xbox 360 version, but you can also play as the skateboarders too. But it's cool because, you know, it's the HD version of the original series, so that'd be awesome to pick up too. You know, either the original series or the HD remake. But anyways, I've been the Retro Nerd. This has been another episode of the Retro Night. Take it easy, Retro Nerds. This Retro Nerd's out.